So I went to the farm, Antonio's place, and he made me swim on a lake with alligators. Really, you don't believe it. My sister, him, and myself. It was a dangerous story, you know. What did we do? The dog?
13.
13 years. So this is
kindergarten to 12th grade.
When Antonio was a little kid, I was very hard with him. And he told me, but you are my cousin, what do you do that? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I told him, because I want the best for you. And he has a degree in two graduations. Na, Maria?
Yes.
A lawyer and engineer. I'm very, very proud. Thank you.
So you recommend Antonio to my daughter?
Okay, I recommend a lot.
She is the teacher and director in International School of Curitiba.
Yeah. Jordana too, I think 12 years.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
The bottom floor was all the administration.
Now, your cousin Caroline went here too?
Yeah. The silos are in the back. Remember the story with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
silos?
exactly.
The silos are in the back.
This where you came?
That's where we had base camp.
The flat top?
Was it that one? It wasn't the one with the flat top, Antonio. It was the next to it. It was really cool once we were up there, completely covered in clouds. You couldn't see anything. And it just, no, we were so sweaty from the hike. And then all of a sudden we sat down and all the clouds disappeared and you could see for miles. Fernando was an amazing guide.
Once we were climbing a mountain here in Brazil called Marumbi, and this little person over there, she was climbing like in front of me and Antonio, like running like a maniac in the mountain, and at a certain point she just fall, and she was slippery. It was very slippery, and she was like running across us, and I grabbed her from her hair, you know, and she was like, oh my gosh, she almost died, but I saved the wedding. Yeah, I saved the wedding. Yeah.
It's fun to revisit this old friend.
A story about Antonio?
Anything.
Oh my
Make
goodness.
it up.
Let me think. Later. We were down at the beach.
Right?
And he was about, what, 13, 14?
Somewhere in that age.
And he was always helpful, always. So he said we were going to take, we were going out. We had to take the cars out of the garage. He said, don't worry, Uncle, I'll do it, huh? And he gave Antonio the key. And then comes Antonio with his head down. He said, and our car was brand new. He said, I wrecked the car. What do you mean? You wrecked the car where? In the garage. What happened? Oh, you don't have half on one side of the car. It was brand new. It was great. But it was okay.
He backed it out of the garage.
Right?
Straightened the whole side of the wall.
Oh.
So
he's about 13 years old?
Yeah, that.
What did you think of this?
Well, at the moment, she was holding me back from strangling the little shit.
You were the first one to laugh. I mean,
He said it couldn't be done. Congratulations.
I need to tell you a story about Antonio Sergio. The first time that I saw him, was when he was very young, perhaps 4 or 5 years old. Yes, here in the beach in Caiobá. And he started walking in a road and never stops. And then I don't, I can't remember if it was her father or her mother which stopped her and hanged her to come back to the house, perhaps. Okay, this is the story that started and ended very shortly. It's a very short story. This is the end of the story.
Very good.
I know that I won jet ski until today because of him. And my mom told me that she will give me a jet ski when my 13th birthday, and she never gives me because of him. Because I used to go to his jet ski.
Very good. So you feel really pretty bad at this point.
Yeah.
This is a bad.
I'm 25 and I don't have.
So this is a sad story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, it is Antonio's problem.
There's no bad stories about him ever.
Why don't I believe that?
I was visiting Antonio in Detroit. I just arrived from Canada, and we left home like noon, you know, for a few drinks and a Blood Mary. What the place? Bronx Bar, to have some Blood Marys.
Yeah.
I was like dressing like I'm here today, and it was like 10 degrees. All right, we start to drink at noon, and after that we went to another bar, and another bar, and another bar. It was like totally drunk. And at some point we were in this club, workers. No.
You were deluxe.
No. What?
Deluxe?
Deluxe. Yeah. I was crazy, and I met some girls over there, and they asked me to go to another bar, and I said, Antonio, I'm going. Okay, cuz. Okay. And I went with the girls to the workers. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. I was lost because I have no money. I didn't remember where Antonio lives. I was like this in a freezing temperature. You know, the girls get in the bar, and I was, whoa, what am I supposed to do now? Unfortunately, there is a gas station with an ATM. I cashed some money, and I went to this bar. Antonio told me that he was in the bar for some hours, but I never saw him there. And after I drink a lot, and I slept in the couch in the bar, and I went, I have like 20 bucks in my pocket. I don't know where he lives, but anyway, I found a taxi driver, and he used to date a Brazilian girl, so he helped me to get to Detroit, the city Antonio lives at that point. And I said to the guy, man, I don't know where he lives, but he lives in Troy. It's a large street, you know, some trees in the corner. And I know where is it. And I don't know how, but he figured out where I'm supposed to get, and he left me in the Antonio's apartment. It was like 6 or 7 a.m. and Antonio got home like 11 a.m. You know, welcome, you got here. Oh, thank you very much, my friend. So this to show how Antonio treats his relatives. You know, very carefully.